No, I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised. It was Marion Street was definitely that's where North Shore people went to see theatre. And when Marion Street closed down, I think that was so. I think the Sydney Theatre Company. I know a lot of people at the Sydney Theatre Company, a lot of subscribers who come to the Sydney Theatre Company to see shows. I do regularly. They travel a long way from the North Shore to see shows at the Wharf or at the Rospacket Theatre or any of the venues that the STC use. My mother lives up in Turramurra still. She's now in her 80s. She still travels in to the theatre regularly. She's a guide. She's been a guide at the Wharf for years. But you know, she and her friends, increasingly the idea of coming all the way in to see theatre is actually getting harder for them. They still do, but I know that for them, but for anyone on the North Shore, if there was another theatre company offering up all sorts of diverse fare for them, whether it be a wonderful piece of children's theatre, or a jazz recital, or a visiting theatre company, or a dance program, or whatever it might be, or orchestral program, then those people would go, because it's much closer to home. And the idea of coming home from work and then going all the way back into town on a Friday night, because that's usually when people think about going to theatre. Maybe you go, hey, we can go on a Tuesday, we can go on a Wednesday. It doesn't have to be such a big deal for us, because it's actually part of our community. So I'm not surprised that Marion Street was a successful venue for theatre, because yeah, we need more theatres, you know, and they don't all have to exist inside the city. Indeed, they shouldn't. The independent theatre used to be in North Sydney. I used to go there, but that shut down. And so you've got the ensemble just on the North Shore, but there's not a lot further north than that. And Marion Street was a very effective, very viable company, but it was always a hub for young people too, and I think that's the key to its future.